Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to be solving question 4 from the chapter 6 of Beer Johnston textbook, and we have to use the method of joints in order to find the force in each member of this truss, and we have to show that each member is in tension or compression. So if we look at this truss, we'll see that we have 600 pounds in the middle, two 300 forces on left and right. So we can see that the forces are symmetric. And if we look at the truss, we'll see that all the dimensions are the same in the both halves of this truss, meaning we have a symmetrical truss. And in these kind of situations, when we have a symmetric truss where both loads and the truss is symmetric and go by each joints, in one of the halves, because it would be the same on the other side too. So we can go with the left one, but before we start moving to each joint, we have to figure out the unknowns that we have at these two joints of C and D. So if we look at C, we'll see that we have a pin, meaning we have both X and Y components. So let's just clean up the figure. So technically we have, since there is a pin CY and CX, and if we look at D, we'll see that D is a roller and we only have one normal component, which is DY or D, and it can move freely in the X axis, so there wouldn't be any X component. And we can call our X and Y in here. So we are in equilibrium. We can start with our equilibrium equations, including sum of all forces equals 0, and same for the moment. So if we do sum of all forces in x direction, we can see that Cx is the only force that we have in x direction, and that means there is no Cx, and as we expected, we have same force in C and D, and it will be only y components of each of these two. So if we want to find the C or D, since they are symmetrical, so Cy is equal to D, and we're going to do just one Fy is equal to 0, and basically we have Cy plus Cy, or we can do D minus 2 times 300 minus 600 is equal to 0, and just going to clean up here. So basically 2Cy would be 600 plus 600, which is 1200, and from here Cy is equal to D is equal to 600 pounds, and we didn't get any negative sign. That shows they're both upward, or what we can see in the figure. So again, Cy and D are the same because of the symmetry of the truss in here. So now we can move on to different joints that we have in here. We can go to joint B at first. So we're going to start with the free body diagram of joint B. And if we look at B, we'll see that we have this force of 300 pounds. We have these two. And regarding the direction, we can see that FBA or AB has Y component. So this has to be in this direction in order to cancel out the 300 pounds. And since FAB has X component to the right, this one has to be to the left to cancel out the X component of FAB, and this one would be FBC. So we can find two of the members from this joint, these two, and we'll find AC and CD from the free body diagram of joint C. So we need some information regarding the angles in here in order to find the X component. So for that, if we look at this right triangle here, we know this side is, or the base is 8 plus 4, 12. This one is 6. We can find the hypotenuse from the Pythagorean theorem, which will be the square root of 144, or 12 squared plus 36, which is gonna be the square root of 180. And easier way in here is that we can divide it by 6. We'll have 1, 2, and now we have the square root of 4 plus 1 or 5. That's another way to make it simpler, because that would be the square root of 180, which is 36 times 5. So we can simplify those dimensions to dividing each by 6. So we also can divide the square root of that by 6, and we get 1 2 square root of 5. Just an easy way to simplify our calculation a little bit. So let's do the sum of all forces in y direction first. So we have FAB. The y component of FAB, which would be 1 over square root of 5 minus 300 is equal to 0. FAB would be 300 times square root of 5, which is gonna give us 670.8 pounds. No negative sign, as because we are sure about the direction, since we already figured out this is the correct direction, and the member in here would be in the opposite direction based on the Newton's law in order to cancel out the force from the joint to the member. So here the member will be in tension. So that's the force in FAB. Let's do sum of all forces in X direction. Basically, we have FAB. This time the horizontal component would be 2 over square root of 5 minus FBC is equal to 0. So FBC in here be basically 670.8 times 2 divided by square root of 5. So we have 670.8 times 2 divided by square root of 5. We're going to get pretty much the 600 that we had in the previous step. So 600 pounds, and let's figure out if the member is in tension or compression. The member is in here. Again, the force from member to the joint is this one, so the member has to be in the opposite direction. So we can see that FBC is in compression. So we found 2 of them. Let's move on to the free body diagram of joint C. So from C we can find the force in CA and CD. Just gonna clean up the figure in here. Let's go to the free body diagram of joint C. If we look at the joint, we'll see that we have CY, which is upward, and we already found that our CY is 600. And we have 3 different members that are attached here. If we look at the member FBC that we found in the previous step, the member is in compression, so the force has to be in this direction. We have another 600 here, and the 2 forces that we have is FAC and FCD. So we have FAC and FCD. We can assume a direction for FAC and FCD for now, and if we get a negative sign, that shows that the direction is in the opposite of what we assume. But like here, if we look at it, we'll see that CY is upward. It means that FAC is the only force in here that has Y component. So this has to be in this direction. And now for FCD, it depends on the value that we have for FAC. So we can just assume one direction like that. For now, we'll see what happens after. But before we move on to our equilibrium equation, let's figure out some information about the angle that we have in here. This time we're going to consider this right triangle that I'm highlighting in green. So this side is 8, this side is 6. And based on Pythagorean theorem, the hypotenuse would be 10. And if we want to simplify our answer a bit more, we can divide this by 2. So this will be 3. This will be 4, and this will be 5. So basically this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So now we're good to go to do our equilibrium equation. We're going to start with Fy. So we have 600 minus FAC. The y component would be 3 over 5 is equal to 0. And here FAC would be 600 times 5 divided by 3. 600 divided by 3 is 200. So we're going to get 1,000 pounds for FAC. And the member would be somewhere in here. And the force will be in the opposite direction, meaning the member is in compression. So that's that. The only one is the force in member CD. So we have FCD plus 600 minus the x component of FAC, which is minus 1000. This time the x component would be 4 over 5 is equal to 0. Again, we are in equilibrium, and FCD in here would be 1000 divided by 5 will be 200. It will be basically 800 minus 600, or 200 pounds. We didn't get negative sign. That shows the direction is correct. And let's figure out if the member is in tension or compression. So our member is in here, has to be in the opposite direction. So the member is in tension. All right, as I mentioned, we have a symmetric truss in here. And so far we found all the forces in these members on the left side. Everything would be the same on the right side. So we figure out that the force D is that. But if we move on to each member, we know FAB is equal to FAE, so this will be equal to FAE. FBC is equal to FDE, so this will be equal to FDE. And here our FAC is equal to our FAD. This will be equal to FAD. And last forces will be found for CD. And that would be the final answer for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any question. We are covering 3 different textbooks in this channel. Feel free to check out the playlist and let me know if you want me to solve a specific problem in the next videos. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.